What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wealth Not Wait. I just wanted to do a quick thing talking about the beginning of this video. It was originally recorded for the beginning of the new year and talks a lot about change. The reason why I didn't upload it and I'm uploading it now is I had some issues with my 4K camera and the video editing software. I had to upgrade my stuff and improve and get better, which actually kind of ironically fits with talking about change and improvement and getting better and all that. So I just want to give you a little quick intro. So when I talk about the beginning of the new year, just know this was meant for a little while ago. But we'll jump right into the video.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wealth Not Wait. I am your host, as always, Joseph Kawisa, and Happy New Year! The first full official episode after the New Year, first full official episode after my birthday, and all that good, wonderful stuff. The holiday season is unfortunately over. Oh, I know, it's sad. So, with this obviously being the new year, with this, again, talking about my birthday and something very special that I talk about probably more than some people would like, but less than others, but I enjoy it because I did it. My book came out in 2020. January 1st of 2020 was the official launch day. Funny story about it. I set it up so that it would come out on the 2nd, on the birthday, because it said it took about 2 to 3 days. So New Year's Eve, I hit publish, I sent it to Amazon, and they were fucking fast. So if you ever need anything with KDP and you're just thinking, hey, I'll send it, it says 2 to 3 days. No, if you send it for publishing, it goes quick, especially on a holiday. Like, I wouldn't think anybody would be working on a holiday, but sure enough, people were. So they submitted it, and then this January 1st, that was it. It was out. I was on my way to New Orleans of 2020, and I celebrated my birthday with friends and all that, and little did we know that fucking COVID would come. But everything's good now. Now, 2023, the year of hopefully prosperity and great things. Starting with that, I want to talk about change. I've been talking a lot about this week on social media. There's a lot of things that I want to express as far as coming to change. 3 things specifically, we'll talk about 3. One being that change is okay. Just jumping right into it, change is okay. Change is supposed to happen. I know a lot of people get very scared, very concerned, very worried, very flustered and confused and upset. Like you don't know what's going on. You don't know if things are going to be okay. That is a part of life. Change is a very big and important thing that you have to let happen. If you don't let it happen and you actively try and kick and fight and claw and punch and scream and shout, it's going to happen to you, not with you. The thing is to have change happen with you. Change is going to happen. Looking back now, like I said, 2020, I was with a whole bunch of friends. We were going places. We were doing stuff. The restaurant was still around. I was with 10 of my closest friends. We were in a completely different fucking city, in a completely different state. Everything was going good. We were partying, having fun. We were going to come back. The family had the restaurant, all this. And then 2020 happened. Shit fucking changed. I don't hang out with those people a lot anymore. Some of them, willfully, either they don't want to hang out with me or I don't want to hang out with them. And some of them we grew apart, we grew distant. Some of them I still kind of talk to, and I talk to them every day. Others I talk to once a month, because they went on, they did their things. Obviously the restaurant's closed. If you know anything about me, you know that our family restaurant's closed. Things happen. Then of course COVID and Target, and then I was only at Target for a while. A change happens. It's okay. You have my permission. I'm giving you full permission to accept change and make the change the best you can. Even if it's not something you're actively going out and changing, if change happens in your life, around you, occurring to you, whatever it is, you have my full permission to embrace it and make it the best it can be. Because if that's how you handle change, unexpected, expected, if you know you have to change, that's how you make change good for you, is if you embrace it and fully embody it and go, okay, I'm not going to kick and claw and scratch and fight and punch to keep things the way they were, because I know things need to change. Sometimes things do stay the way they were. I get that. But if you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. Things are always evolving. Things are always changing. And with the new year, with things like that, how this channel, especially with the book, with different stuff. Originally, this channel was set up to kind of talk about the book more and do stuff like that. Now it's just to give back and teach people things. Change is a necessary thing. It's okay not to know. Number 2, it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know if change is going to be good. It's not going to know how things end up. A lot of people are scared because it's a shakeup of what things were, and you don't know if things are going to be okay or not. It's going to be okay if you embody that change and you move forward. It's obviously there's changes that are negative and things sometimes happen. But a big fear of it is not knowing what happens. It's okay not to know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now. And it's okay not to know things, and then that causes change. Like my brother, he's big into health and his fitness now, and he's trying to like build himself. Not like he's gonna start a YouTube channel probably, but he's doing different stuff, and he'd ask me a bunch of questions. I'm trying to help him, but then sometimes he'll ask me questions about things about this vitamin or that, and then I'm like, I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. I never researched it. I never studied it. I don't have all the answers. I don't know. And it's okay not to know. But then we learn and we grow together and we figure it out. Okay, well, this vitamin comes from this, and then this does this. And yes, this type of food is a complex carb. This one isn't, whatever the case may be. Like yellow rice. Yellow rice is a complex carb, and some people say it isn't, which we go and we find out together. Okay, is it or isn't? We look it up online. And we do that research and we figure it out. It's okay not to know things, and you don't know, hey, I'm going to eat all this yellow rice. I don't know if it's going to be okay if I eat all this yellow rice or not. And then on a much bigger scale, I don't know if I leave my job, if things are going to be okay or not. I don't know if I leave this relationship, if things are going to be okay or not. It's okay not to know. Deep down in your heart, you know what's right for you. And then even still looking at it logistically, both as the heart and both logistics, a quantitative and a qualitative, you know. You know what it is. You say, hey, this feels better to me. Number 3, make change positive. Any change that happens to you, any change that happens with you, anything along those lines, try and make it a positive. Try and make it the best thing that it could be. I know change is tough sometimes. Like when the restaurant closed way back when, 2020, I was like, this is my home. This is where my friends work. This is where I grew up. This was my first job. This is everything to me. My family business, this was my home. And that change really hurt, but I knew that it could be the best thing that ever happened to me. Why would it be the best thing that ever happened to me? Because now I had the opportunity to go meet new people. Now I had the opportunity to do something different, to learn different things, to apply my skills elsewhere, to potentially make more money. And then I could apply different things, I could do different stuff. It hurt, I sucked, I cried about it. I sat there and took my proper time to get over it and do everything that I needed to do. But I knew that if I approached this with a good attitude, things would work out well, and frankly it did. I made a lot more money, I made friends, I learned different things, I applied my efforts elsewhere, and if the restaurant was still around, I think that I would probably have never quit a job and delved deep into it. I think I'd probably still be working at the restaurant, I'd probably be managing, I'd probably own it, we would do whatever with it. Whatever the case may have been. I would never be doing this and Uber and different stuff full time and trying to branch out more on my own and doing things. Of course, I still have a long way to go. But I never would have took that huge leap the way I did, how I did. Everything happens for a reason, and trying to make it the best that it can be. That's how you make change a positive. Embrace it. Try and make it happen. It's okay not to know. Just try and make it the positive. Try and make it as best as you can be. So that's kind of the way I view change. Especially now in my life, I'm really trying to tackle stuff. I'm trying to put out more content. I'm trying to help more people. If things like, now if you're privy to any of the investment stuff now, I'm looking at all the bond rates and stuff, that's something that big would change with me right now is, okay, well, it's time for me to reevaluate my investments, both just in my personal life, like, okay, I'm at that time where I'm reevaluating things and putting things and setting stuff up, and also there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not reactive to the market or anything like that, but I understand that I'm making these investment decisions and there's things going on right now that I may be able to capitalize on. Okay, hey, this business is undersold. We may be entering a recession. If there's a really great business that I want to buy at $100 when it's fucking $75 because everybody's crying and screaming bloody murder, that'd be better for me. So things along those lines, different bond rates. Obviously, bond rates I think are at like 6%, 6.8% for I bonds. There's like 4% for 30-year treasuries. There's different stuff. So now when I'm making investments, I gotta say, hey, I could jump in right now at this at 4%, where before it was like 2% last time I did my investments. Is this investment worth it, or should I go with the fucking treasury bill? If this thing's only paying me 5% and it's heavier taxed and this is 4% and less taxed, maybe not. Different things with my diet. Now I'm coming out of Christmas. I gotta make those changes. I'm like, fuck, I'd love to have a cookie. I'd love to have the last of the Christmas cookies. But I ate a fuck ton of those Christmas cookies. I gotta make change and get back on my diet. I gotta make change and improve my workouts. I gotta make change and sell fucking things. I put it over there, but a whole bunch of shit in my garage I'm trying to sell and resell and get out there. A lot of change, a lot of moving forward, a lot of causing that change to happen. I don't know how it's gonna end up, but I'm approaching it with the best effort I can and trying to make it as best I can for me. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know in the comments below what is a change that you're trying to make happen this year, or a change that has already happened that you're going to approach with the best mindset. Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm Joseph Cuiza, and I'm here to help.